Today's the day, the rates are falling, and we are getting out of here. The rates are falling. Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day of the supposed first rate cut. Is it going to be 25 basis points or 50 basis points? And what effect is this going to have on the markets? Well, at the time of recording, Bitcoin is sitting just under $60,000, and it looks like this is basically the pivot point, and if it stays above 60,000, then it's probably going to be bullish. But if we get rejected here and come back down due to some kind of a more hawkish rhetoric than everybody's expecting coming out of Jerome Powell, then we could head back down from here and retest this descending support line. Fortunately, though, it does look like we've probably already reached capitulation by boredom, and hopefully today is the catalyst that we've been waiting for to break us out of this pattern and send us shooting up towards around $100,000 or so. According to this article on Cointelegraph, it looks like crypto is poised for a boost if the Fed cuts rates by 50 basis points, and in recent days, the probabilities have actually shifted in favor of a possible 50 basis point rate cut, with it previously being expected that we were only going to see 25 basis points. If you look at the CME Fed Watch tool, it shows that there's only about 3 hours until the Fed meeting at the time of recording, or actually until Jerome Powell actually speaks after the Fed meeting, which has been going on for the second day now. But according to these probabilities, it looks like we've now got about a 65% chance of a 50 basis point rate cut and only a 35% chance of only 25 basis points. In my opinion, I think only 25 basis points has already been priced into the market, and if we do end up getting this 50 basis point rate cut, then it definitely could have a positive impact on the price of cryptocurrencies and other investments, including the S&P 500. I know I've been saying in the past that whenever the Fed cuts rates, it usually is an indication that a recession is on the way, but I think we've already started one, and technically we still have to deal with these Fed fund lag effects, which means that whatever the Fed actually does today is only going to be a psychological catalyst, and really the liquidity effects from this rate cut that's supposed to be happening today aren't even going to come into full effect for several months. So maybe we are going to be headed into a recession, and maybe these Fed cuts are actually indicating that the hard times are on the way. But we've still probably got quite a bit of time, and I think at least we can continue the bull market through the end of the year. It also looks like we're starting to see all kinds of other really positive catalysts coming. Like right now, we actually have this hearing that's supposedly entitled Dazed and Confused, breaking down the SEC's politicized approach to digital assets. And yeah, I would definitely say that the SEC is dazed and confused, but in my opinion, this is really just the blind leading the blind, because most of the people on this committee don't also know anything about crypto. Luckily, they do appear to have some CEOs and leaders for crypto companies actually coming to testify, and maybe they're actually going to be dropping enough knowledge on these people that are running the committee to actually get some positive regulation going through, and maybe even squash some of the uncertainty around crypto legislation, and that could definitely be positive for the price action. Like I said, today is the Fed meeting, and we are going to have Jerome Powell speaking and finally making the very first rate cut, supposedly. And while this is going to be a really important catalyst, we also have another huge catalyst coming up in just 2 days, as September 20th is actually quadruple witching. This means that a bunch of leverage and stuff is going to be settled, and now we're finally going to get basically a quarterly reset, and now it looks like we can start getting ready for that Santa rally. Between quadruple witching and the Fed meeting today, I think we're probably going to be seeing some kind of a turnaround here in the next few days, and if we don't start breaking out to the upside out of that pattern that we've been stuck in, then unfortunately the moment of truth will have basically passed, and it wouldn't have been the answer we were looking for. So in the case of us getting worse news than we were expecting, it does look like we could definitely head back down to the downside. Fortunately though, it does look like we've made the first higher low here, and we're just waiting on a higher high to confirm that we're going to be heading into an uptrend, and that this short-term downtrend is finally coming to an end. Whenever we do get that confirmation, I think it's just going to be a matter of a couple of days until we do break out of this pattern, and then we could see some really extreme volume coming in, and an explosion for the price action, and that could send us all the way up to $100,000 by the end of the year. In other news, according to this article on ABC News, I know, calm down, don't click off the video. It says Trump's new crypto venture is light on details and heavy on potential ethics landmines. Well, we all know that ABC News likes to bend the facts, and they'll say anything they can to get you not to vote for Trump. And I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit skeptical over Trump's new crypto venture, but the more that these communist idiots continue to attack Donald Trump himself and his crypto projects, the more interested I actually become, and I'm definitely going to be voting for Donald Trump, but the more and more they attack him, the more likely I am to actually invest in his project. To be clear, I haven't actually invested in any Donald Trump projects yet, but I am paying close attention because it's going to be really revealing of whether Donald Trump actually does understand this technology. Plus, with apparently his sons being so pro-crypto, it could become a family business, and if Donald Trump does get reelected to office, then it's probably going to be good for the whole industry, as it's going to be pretty dang hard for them to continue attacking cryptocurrency if the president is actually invested and has his own projects. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is Donald Trump actually going to continue being pro-cryptocurrency, or is he just trying to make a little bit of extra money so that he can help himself get elected? Also, is the Fed meeting today going to be 50 basis points or 25 basis points, and how is the market going to react? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if it brought you value. But most importantly, don't forget to do only good every day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.